Hi there, it's Rushrecap, and today I'm diving into an action-packed adventure movie titled Bionic. This one's filled with intense action, futuristic technology, and a thrilling plot that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Spoiler alert, though there are a lot of surprises ahead, so proceed with caution if you haven't watched the movie yet. The film kicks off in the year 2035, introducing us to a character named Attila. He's not your average guy, as he sports prosthetic hands that immediately draw attention when he walks into a bank. The metal detector beeps loudly as he passes through, prompting the security guard to stop him. Unfazed, Attila calmly explains that his hands contain titanium, eventually gaining entry into the building. As he strides through the corridors, there's a sense of unease about him, like he's on a mission and nothing's going to get in his way. Attila heads straight to the locker room, where 3 lockers, all bearing his name, await him. He opens them one by one, pulling out various bionic parts. With precision and expertise, he assembles these pieces into a fully functional bionic arm. The transformation is seamless as he removes his prosthetic arm and attaches the bionic one. The moment is both eerie and fascinating, as we realize this arm isn't just for show. It's a weapon. A nearby security guard, noticing the strange activity, starts to panic and hits the alarm. But Attila is quicker. In the blink of an eye, he knocks the guard unconscious, his new bionic arm giving him superhuman strength and speed. The tension rises as more guards rush to the scene, but they don't stand a chance. Attila takes them down with ease, showcasing just how powerful his new limb really is. We soon discover Attila's true motive. He's there to steal a batch of diamonds from another locker. With his enhanced abilities, he easily completes his task, but things quickly take a turn for the worse. As he tries to make his escape, the police arrive, and in the ensuing chaos, Attila is shot multiple times. Gravely injured, he somehow manages to stagger outside, where his older brother Haytham is waiting for him. The scene is heart-wrenching as Attila, bleeding and barely able to stand, hands over the stolen diamonds to Haytham. He urges his brother to flee before the cops close in. Haytham, torn between staying and fleeing, watches in horror as Attila, knowing he won't survive, takes the drastic step of snapping his own neck to ensure his brother's escape. It's a shocking and tragic end to a daring haste. In the aftermath of Attila's death, we are introduced to Maria, a young woman with a legacy to uphold. She is the daughter of the late Helena Santos, who once held the world record in the long jump. Maria's life has been shaped by her mother's achievements and rigorous training, but tragedy struck when Helena passed away unexpectedly. Maria, left to fend for herself, has continued to train tirelessly, driven by the desire to honor her mother's memory. But the spotlight in the Santos family isn't solely on Maria. Her younger sister, Gabby, who had an amputation at a young age, was fitted with a prosthetic leg during the Bionic Revolution. This enhancement didn't just restore Gabby's abilities, it elevated her to superhuman levels. Gabby went on to surpass their mother's record, an achievement that left Maria struggling with jealousy and frustration. Despite her natural talent and hard work, Maria feels overshadowed by Gabby's success, which she believes was only possible because of the bionic enhancements. This rivalry between the sisters is a simmering conflict that adds depth to their characters and the story. As the narrative progresses, we meet Detective Guerra, a seasoned investigator assigned to look into Attila's death. Guerra and his team examine the scene, piecing together the events that led to the bloody conclusion. They soon discover that Attila was a once famous boxer whose career was destroyed by the Bionic Revolution. In a desperate bid to remain relevant, Attila had cut off his arm, hoping to get a bionic replacement. However, the authorities denied his request, and in his quest for power, he resorted to killing a bionic athlete to steal the Naimu chip, a device that bridges the human brain with bionic limbs. Meanwhile, Haytham, devastated by his brother's death, dedicates himself to a new cause. he establishes an institute that advocates for the rights of regular athletes, those who have not succumbed to the allure of bionic enhancements. To further his cause, he recruits Gus, a tech-savvy genius who becomes his right-hand man. Gus analyzes the stolen diamonds but finds they are worth far less than anticipated. This setback leads Haytham to a bold decision: to develop their own bionic technology, a venture that requires funds they currently don't have. Determined to raise the necessary capital, Haytham plans another heist. But this time, he needs someone with exceptional skills, and Gus knows just the person: his sister Maria. We see Gus introduce Haytham to Maria, who is practicing alone in an abandoned stadium. Initially, Maria shows little interest in Haytham's anti-bionic movement, but Gus persists. The next day, Gus brings Maria to Haytham's facility, where she witnesses him distributing juice to athletes. Haytham's dedication to his cause starts to resonate with Maria, especially after he shares the story of his brother's ruined career. Haytham's passion is infectious, and Maria, seeing the parallels between their struggles, decides to join forces with him. Haytham then presents Maria with a tantalizing proposition. If she embraces bionic enhancements, she could become unstoppable, potentially setting new world records. This idea plants a seed in Maria's mind, and she begins to contemplate the possibilities. The narrative then shifts to Gabby's celebration party at the Bionic office, where she's being honored for breaking yet another world record. The atmosphere is charged with excitement, but for Maria, it's a painful reminder of her sister's success. Jealousy and frustration boil over, leading to a heated argument between the sisters. The tension is palpable as Maria, unable to contain her anger, lashes out and storms off, cursing Gabby in a fit of rage. In a poignant scene, Maria rides her motorcycle through the night, her mother's favorite opera playing in her ears. The music is a haunting reminder of her past and the expectations placed upon her. Suddenly, a van appears out of nowhere, colliding with Maria and causing a severe accident. An ambulance rushes her to the hospital, and the next day, she wakes up to find her world shattered. Her legs have been amputated, and the reality of her situation hits her like a ton of bricks. Her family, gathered around her bed, tries to comfort her, but Maria is inconsolable. Her despair is interrupted by the news that she will soon receive bionic enhancements. The procedure to implant the microchip is shown in meticulous detail, with a technician named Dario overseeing the process. Maria is then fitted with an advanced bionic leg, one that significantly enhances her abilities. For the first time in a long while, Maria feels a glimmer of hope. She can now pursue her dreams of becoming a champion athlete without any physical limitations. However, Dario warns her of the dangers of overexertion. If the microchip is pushed too hard, it could lead to catastrophic consequences, including a coma. As Maria adjusts to her new life, she and Haytham grow closer, eventually becoming romantically involved. Their relationship is a complex one, filled with both passion and underlying tension. It's revealed that Maria's accident wasn't just a twist of fate. It was orchestrated by Haytham as part of his grand plan to bring Maria into his cause. The revelation is chilling, but Maria is too deep into the situation to back out now. Haytham soon asks Maria to participate in another heist, explaining that they need more funds to support their movement. Reluctantly, Maria agrees but sets one condition: her brother Gus must not be involved. Haytham agrees, and the plan is set in motion. The following night, Maria takes to the streets, her bionic leg giving her the power and speed to carry out the mission. She intercepts a truck loaded with cash, causing it to crash with a single devastating kick. The guards inside are no match for her, and she easily secures the money. But the aftermath of the heist leaves Maria shaken. Haytham coldly kills one of the guards, a move that horrifies Maria. She confronts him, but he justifies his actions, claiming that the guard had seen her face and was a threat. Maria's anger only grows when she discovers Gus at the hideout, despite her explicit instructions to keep him out of it. Gus, however, reveals that the entire heist was his plan, and that the money is intended to fund a new wave of bionic enhancements. Detective Guerra, still on the trail, arrives at the scene of the heist and learns from the surviving guard that one of the robbers had a bionic leg. Suspicious of Maria, Guerra starts connecting the dots, realizing that her recent bionic upgrade might not be a coincidence. His investigation into Maria's accident uncovers a crucial piece of evidence. The call reporting the crash was made before the accident even occurred. This revelation solidifies Guerra's belief that Maria staged the entire event. The next day, Guerra confronts Maria, but she deflects his questions, telling him to find the person responsible for the crash. Instead, Maria's evasive response only fuels Detective Guerra's suspicions further. The tension between them is palpable, with Guerra determined to expose the truth while Maria tries to maintain her composure. As she walks away, the weight of the situation begins to take its toll. The world she's entangled in is becoming increasingly dangerous, and the line between right and wrong blurs with each passing day. As Maria continues her training, she begins to experience the side effects of the Niamate ship. Dario's warnings echo in her mind, but she pushes herself harder, determined to reach the pinnacle of athletic success. The thrill of surpassing her limits is intoxicating, but it comes at a price. During a crucial race, Maria's body starts to falter under the immense strain. She barely crosses the finish line before collapsing, her vision fading as the chip overloads. Haytham rushes to her side, his face a mix of concern and fear. The medical team manages to stabilize her, but the incident leaves Maria shaken. The reality of her situation is inescapable. The bionic enhancements that promise to make her unstoppable are also a ticking time bomb. Haytham, sensing Maria's growing doubts, tries to reassure her, but the trust between them is crumbling. Meanwhile, Detective Guerra's investigation reaches a breakthrough. He discovers a connection between Haytham's anti-bionic movement and a series of recent crimes targeting bionic athletes. With this new information, Guerra confronts Haytham directly, accusing him of manipulating Maria and using her for his own gain. Haytham denies the accusations, but the tension between the two men is electric, with Guerra vowing to bring him down. As the stakes rise, Maria finds herself at a crossroads. The pressure from Haytham to continue their mission, the dangers posed by the Niamate ship, and Guerra's relentless pursuit of the truth weigh heavily on her. The once clear path to glory now seems fraught with peril, and Maria must make a choice: continue down this dangerous road or find a way to reclaim her life. In a dramatic turn of events, Maria decides to confront Haytham. She accuses him of using her as a pawn in his quest for revenge against the bionic community. Haytham, unrepentant, reveals his ultimate plan: to use Maria to destroy the bionic industry from within. Enraged and betrayed, Maria rejects Haytham's twisted vision. She decides to go to the authorities, but Haytham won't let her go so easily. A high-stakes chase ensues, with Maria using her bionic leg to outmaneuver Haytham and his goons. The adrenaline-pumping sequence sees Maria dodging bullets, leaping over obstacles, and narrowly escaping capture. Her determination to bring Haytham to justice fuels her every move, but the exertion takes a toll on her body. Just as she reaches the police station, she collapses, her body finally succumbing to the strain. Detective Guerra finds Maria unconscious and rushes her to the hospital. As she lies in a coma, the full extent of Haytham's manipulation comes to light. Guerra's investigation leads to Haytham's arrest, and he's charged with multiple counts of murder, conspiracy, and illegal use of bionic technology. However, the victory is bittersweet as Maria's fate remains uncertain. In the film's final moments, Maria awakens from her coma, weakened but alive. The Niam chip has been removed, and she is now free from its dangerous influence. With her family by her side, Maria begins the slow process of healing, both physically and emotionally. The rivalry with Gabby fades into the background as they reconcile, united by the challenges they've both faced. The movie ends on a hopeful note, with Maria determined to forge a new path. She may no longer have the bionic enhancements, but she's found something far more valuable: the strength to be herself, unburdened by the expectations of others. The final shot shows Maria standing at the edge of a cliff, looking out at the horizon as the sun rises, symbolizing a new beginning.